Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight, that joyful knight Sir Tristram will be getting his smitey face on. So lots of smiting to look forward to. Hello, how is everyone? Hello Danny. Hello Rhineland. Guys, hello, how are you? Come in. Hello Julie. Welcome everyone. He says, Hi! It's Friday! Very excited about that. Hello, Queen! Come in! Welcome! I'm very excited to be doing this. Very excited indeed. Because we've got Sir Tristram back, and which is good because Sir Tristram is easy to say, and Sir Le Cote Maltel was a pain in the backside to say. So hello, and good evening to you. Come in. We'll give it another couple of minutes and then we'll get started with tonight's tale, and I'll do a quick recap as well for anybody who's been caught up. Hello Mark, hello. Oh wow, hello, lots of people there. Hello Maru, hello everyone. Come in. Hello everyone. Hello Danny. Welcome to tonight's telling of Morte D'Arthur by me, especially for you guys. So welcome to the show. I hope you're all feeling in fine spirits for this evening. Good there. I switch on the laptop now as a backup in case any of your comments disappear, because the laptop, if I watch this as a viewer, so of those 9 viewers there, one of them is me. So I watch it as a viewer so I can make sure that I've definitely got the comments there just in place. Oh, you've always got to have some sly doings going on, Mark. That's the only way Periscope works. A little bit of slyness and enthusiasm for the rest. That's my magic secret formula. And that's what will be carrying us through tonight when we get into this show. So, I'll wait until that big hand, well no, this is the big hand. The big hand moves to being 5 minutes past, and then we'll get into it with a quick recap of where we are in the tale, and then we'll get into some serious smiting on Sir Tristram's part, which is the good stuff. That's why we come here, because we like to have somebody being smitten with a jolly big sword or axe, or buffeted on their shield. All of that good stuff. So, without further ado, ladies and gents, and hello, wow, lots of people watching online tonight. Hello, all of you. Welcome to Morte D'Arthur. This is the tale of Sir Tristram. Sir Tristram, possibly one of the greatest knights in all the realm, who was in love with Queen Isolde of Denmark, but who left, Queen, excellent. I never even thought that Tinder could be used as a marketing opportunity for something. Wow, lots of people here. Hello everyone, hello. Clearly, Tinder is the way forward. Queen, you might have to just scope and explain to us all how Tinder can be used as a better marketing opportunity later. Wow, hello everyone, welcome. The numbers are getting scarily high now. So, Sir Tristram is still in love with the beautiful Queen Isolde of Cornwall. But when he was caught in bed with the Queen, he was forced into exile, left England to the land of Brittany in France. So that the Queen Isolde was imprisoned by her husband, King Mark, and Tristram escaped scot-free and hung out over in that lovely land of Brittany for a while, until he came across another lady, who was also called Isolde, the Lady Isolde of Brittany. And Tristram thought, hey, well, I can't have one Isolde, I may as well have the other. Quickly married Lady Isolde of Italy, Brittany, only to remember, wait, no, over in the land of Cornwall is the Queen Isolde who I love. I don't love the Lady of Brittany at all. And so Sir Tristram has not consummated this marriage, but when word came down in England that Sir Tristram had married another woman. Then did England's noblest knight, the knight who knows everything there is to know about romance and about loving one woman unreservedly, a knight who knows about loving the unattainable, a knight who knows about loving the very Queen of England, Queen Guinevere, though he cannot have her, Sir Lancelot declared that because Tristram had left the love of the Lady Isolde of Cornwall, that if ever he were to set foot in the land of England, Cornwall, Scotland or Wales again, Sir Lancelot would have his head. Well, it just so happens, ladies and gents, that Queen Isolde of Cornwall has found out about Tristram's state in Brittany and has sent him letters asking for Tristram to come to the court of King Mark with his wife. And so Tristram has set off in secret to Brittany, from Brittany into the land of Cornwall, or so he thought, so that he could go and see the Queen Isolde of Cornwall, whom he loves. But strong winds along the way, ladies and gents, have knocked him off course, and now his ship has been buffeted up the English coast towards Wales, and he's landed, by the sounds of it, not so far from Cardigan Bay. And of course, what does Sir Tristram do? He's landed in Wales with his wife, Isolde of Brittany, with his own squire, and with Sir Kedius, his brother-in-law. Does he go directly down from Wales to Cornwall to meet with the Queen Isolde, who is his one true love? Or, like most people visiting Wales, does he choose instead to go off on holiday towards the first big dark forest he sees, in the hope that there might be adventure within there and some heads that he can crack? Ladies and gents, I put it to you, does he go over to Cornwall to see his true love, or go off into the dark forest to see if he can hit someone with a sword? I think you might know where this is going, and wow! This is the first time we've had over 100 people watching the show all at once. That is mega! So hello, all you wonderful people. Thank you! Especially if you've come here after finding Queen on Tinder. I'm glad you've come. If you enjoy the show, please drop me a tweet or Facebook me or whatever. It's SimonTellsTales on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Let me know how you're enjoying the show, guys. And to drop the suspense from you, to let you know what's happening, Sir Tristram did in fact decide that he would go off into the big dark forest and see if he could face off against a knight in battle, and if he could come across any adventure. And it's not been so long before Sir Tristram has come across a knight that he hasn't recognised in the forest. The two knights coming together on their horses, spears ready. Both knights knocked each other to the ground, and there did Sir Tristram draw his sword, ready his shield, and fight off against his unnamed assailant for full 2 hours. And after 2 hours, Sir Tristram has stepped back to ask that fair knight to hold thine hand and tell me of whence you are and whence you have come. And the knight has agreed to tell Tristram his name, if only Tristram gives up his name first. Ladies and gents, let's get into tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Now, fair knight, he said, my name is Tristram de Lyon. Sir, said the other knight, my name is Sir Lamorak de Galis. Sir Lamorak, said Sir Tristram, well be you met here, and bethink thee now of the despite that you did of sending the horn unto King Mark's court that was enchanted, and that you thought you could use to embarrass me and the Lady Isolde. And therefore know you well, said Sir Tristram, that for sending that enchanted horn to the court of King Mark, the horn that was used to identify which of the court's women had been adulterous, for doing that, one of us shall die before we depart from this forest. Hold your sword, Sir Tristram, said Sir Lamorak. Remember that it was you and I who later fought together in the Isle of Sauvage. And at the time that we fought together, you did promise me great fellowship. Then Sir Tristram, who would not hear the words of Lamorak, accepted no longer delays, and instead readied his sword, lashed out at Sir Lamorak, and thus they fought again, long till either one was weary of each other. And then, in the midst of battle, did Sir Tristram say to Sir Lamorak, in all my life I never met with such a knight that was so big and well breathed as you are. Therefore, said Sir Tristram, it were pity that any of us both should be here mischieved. Sir, said Sir Lamorak, for your renown and your name, I will that you have the worship of this battle, and therefore I will yield myself unto you. And therewith he took the point of his sword and gave it back. No, said Sir Tristram, you shall not do so, for well I know your offers and more of your gentleness than for any fear or dread you have of me. And therewith Sir Tristram put away his sword and said, Sir Lamorak, as an overcome knight, I yield myself unto you as a man of noble prowess that ever I have met with. No, said Sir Lamorak, I will do you gentleness. I require you that us be sworn together that never none of us shall after this day have ado with each other. And therewith Sir Tristram and Sir Lamorak both swore that never none of them should fight against each other again. There we are, halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents, halfway! And Sir Tristram and Sir Lamorak have finally, we thought they'd actually put the differences aside at the Isle of Sauvage. Sir Tristram seems to have forgotten about this. They finally agreed never to fight against each other in battle again. But, he says, but, I don't think that the holiday that Sir Tristram's having himself is over just yet. And, in the meanwhile, there came into that glade Sir Palomides the good knight. He was following the questing beast that had in shape a head like a serpent's head, and a body like a leopard, buttocks like a lion, and was footed like a hart. And in his body there was such a noise as if it had been the noise of 30 couple of hounds questing, and such a noise the beast made wherever he went. And this beast evermore Sir Palomides followed, for it was called his quest. And right so as he followed the beast, it came by Sir Tristram, and soon after came Palomides. And to brief this matter, he smote down Sir Tristram, and then departed, after the beast got us on, that was the questing beast. Wherefore these two knights were passing wroth that Sir Palomides will not fight on foot with them. And here men may understand that be worship, that he was never formed that all times might stand, but sometime he was put the worst by malfortune, and at sometimes the worst knight put their better knight to a rebuke. Then Sir Tristram and Sir Lamorak gave Sir Kedius upon a shield between them, and led him to a forester's lodge, and there they gave him in charge to keep him well, and with him they aboded for 3 days. Then the two knights took their horses, and at the cross they departed. Then said Sir Tristram to Sir Lamorak, I require you, if you can, to meet with Sir Palomides, and say with him that he shall find me at the same well where I met him, and there I, Sir Tristram, demand that I shall prove whether he be a better knight than I. And so either departed from each other a sundry way, and Sir Tristram rode nigh as was Sir Kedius, and Sir Lamorak rode until he came to a chapel, and there he put his horse unto pasture. And anon there came Sir Maleagance, that was King Bagdemus's son, and he there put his horse to pasture, and was not aware of Sir Lamorak. And then his knight, Sir Maleagance, made his moan of the love that he had towards Queen Guinevere, and thus he made a woeful complaint. All of this was heard by Sir Lamorak, and he, on the morn, took his horse and rode unto the forest, and there he met with two knights who were hoving under a wood shore. "Fair knight," said Sir Lamorak, "what are you here hoving and watching? And if you are knights errant that will joust, know that I am ready." "No, Sir Knight," said they, "not so. We abide not here to joust with you, but instead we lie await of a knight that slew our brother." "What knight was that," said Sir Lamorak, "that you would fain to meet withal?" "Sir," they say, "it was Sir Lancelot that slew our brother, and if ever that we may meet with him, he shall not escape, for we shall slay him." "You take upon you a great chance," said Sir Lamorak, "for Sir Lancelot is a noble and proved knight." "As for that, we doubt not," he said, "for there is none of us but we are good enough for him." "I will not believe that," said Sir Lamorak, "for I heard never yet of no knight the days of my life but Sir Lancelot that was too big for him." And there we end tonight's tale, ladies and gents, with Sir Lamorak meeting with these two knights who are sworn to do battle against Sir Lancelot, for he, it is said, killed their brother. I have to say, I'm with Sir Lamorak on this. I don't fancy their chances. I think Sir Lancelot is a pretty hefty knight to fight off against. I wouldn't want to fight Sir Lancelot, not for love nor money at this stage. But we'll see. We'll see what other folk try to make of all of this. Hello, Lars! Hello! Welcome! You've snuck through at the end of tonight's tale. But hello anyway. I hope that you're very well this evening, Lars. I hope that you're very, very well indeed. Finish Les Morte D'Arthur for tonight. But coming up in 10 minutes' time, I will be reading some A.E. Housman, which I think is downstairs on the shelf. It's not up here by the looks of it. I'll be reading some A.E. Housman, who's one of my favourite English poets. Very quintessentially English thing. Well, thank you, Lars. I like that. The most beautiful thing in Grimsby. I might have to steal that quote, if you don't mind. Queen, we are far away from the story ending. It's ending for tonight, but Les Morte D'Arthur won't end for many nights yet, and then we'll find something else to keep going with. Don't worry about that. He says, yawning a little bit there. I shouldn't be yawning, but it comes across every once in a while. I hope. Thank you so much, though, guys. Yes, 10 minutes, Lars. 9 now. 9 minutes until Poetry Live. But big thanks to you all for coming and watching tonight. Thank you, Julie and Danny and Queen. Thank you, Mark, Sarah and Lars. We had over 100 people at one point. I want you all to remember that at one point we had over 100 people in this scope, which was quite impressive. I'm not sure where they all went. From the start, yes, you will be there from the start. Is best, Lars. That way you get the full enjoyment of the show, and it will be a good show for Poetry Live. The last one of the week, he says, and then I can go into the weekend and see. There we go. There you go. Danny witnessed it. Proof of it. Really? Do you think? I don't think that Paul would have stolen them. I think he's far nice. I like Straight Outta Camelot. We should have done a Straight Outta Camelot meme. Oh, can I get to a meme generator? Campton meme generator. Yes. We need a Straight Outta Camelot meme. How did we not do this before? We clearly missed out on. Yeah. Is that? No, that's showing you my breakfast. That didn't work. Don't look at my breakfast. They're Straight Outta Camelot. That's the one that we should have had, not Simon's breakfast bowls. That's just a little bit weird. But hey. Does it count if you're doing a Straight Outta meme and it's, been ages since Straight Outta Compton came out? It's a little bit late now, isn't it? My bowls, my morning bowls, Lars. My breakfast bowls. Yeah, I should have done that one much sooner. Damn it. Oh well, we live and learn. We live and learn. What I have to do now is just wait another 20 years until, like, when did Straight Outta Compton come out? On the album. Okay, the album came out in 1988. If we wait until we get to, 2018, very good, Queen, almost, 88. 88 is what we had. 88. So yeah, if we wait until 2018, then we can go for having a 30th anniversary, and then we can do the Straight Outta Camelot meme. I will have the Straight Outta Camelot meme ready and raring to go by 2018. That's going to be big for me, making sure that is prepped. You look like a thug at heart, Queen. I would expect you to know when NWA came out with Straight Outta Compton. In fact, it was almost my birthday. It was only a couple of months after I was born that it came out. So there. I didn't grow up listening to it. I only came to it in later life. But yeah, there we go. Straight Outta Compton, 1988. Anyway, I'm going to run downstairs, guys, grab some housemen, grab a drink, see you guys back up here in 5 minutes, and then we will go and do some A. I was an 88 baby, Queen, so I only got to do the back end of the 80s, which is a shame, because I'd have enjoyed doing the whole of the 80s. Now, I think I'd have enjoyed the 80s immensely, but no, I caught the back end, and that was really annoying. So, yeah. Like, the year after Appetite for Destruction, and just before Straight Outta Compton came out, that was me. Because Appetite was 87. Star Wars! That's a good year. That's a good year, Lars. The Star Wars year. Yeah, 83 sounds good. 83, you've got to be more of an 80s baby than me, Queen. I didn't, but I did get to enjoy X-Files and Buffy the Vampire Slayer at a young age, which counts for something. the first thing I ever learnt to play on trombone was the X-Files theme tune. So yeah, for trombones being cool. For all of that. Anyway, I'm going to run downstairs, grab myself something to drink, pop back up there, and share some A Houseman with you. And no trombone. I haven't played a trombone in about 15 years, Lars. And I doubt if I will ever go back to them. I hated the trombone. It was not good for me. I didn't like the taste of it in my mouth. It just didn't work. Sax is awesome, Mark. I've got friends who play sax. I am very envious. The sax is a much nicer instrument to play, I think, than the trombone. It's a lot cooler. You look cooler playing it. So big ups to the saxophone, Mark. Cello would be good. Cello would be good. I would like to be able to play piano. I play a bit of guitar, badly. I'm awful at guitar, really. But I would like to play piano. Anyway, what I need to do, though, is grab some poetry, grab a drink, and then come back and see you guys very, very shortly. Bye-bye.